Hello, YouTube. How is everybody out there today? Let's see if I can get my camera straight here. This is Darlene at Scorpio 1111, and I thought I would just pop on and see if anybody wants a reading today. I have a little time before my next friend comes over. Just had company and family and all that good stuff. I think what we'll do, let's see, I like to start these readings until other people show up with a little something for the collective for the week. So let me get my glasses on. Let's see, and I haven't pulled from this deck very often. It's a deck called The Four Agreements. It's based on this book, which is a classic by Miguel Ruiz. So let's see just generally, and for the collective, what we need to hear from Spirit right now. What do we need to hear from Spirit right now? Just a little something, something. For my viewers who are watching, what do we need to hear? And I hope you're all doing very, very well out there. I do have one here, and I may want to read, I don't know if it has any more information in the book, but we'll read what the card says. Let's see, it is, stay in the present moment. Always do your best. And in the back says, keep your attention on today. And stay in the present moment. This is the beginning of a new understanding, a new dream. Okay, so whoever needs to hear that today, whoever needs to hear that, stay in the present moment. And boy, that is so true. That old adage of, well, I can't remember I can't remember how it goes. I won't butcher it, but you know, we lose tomorrow by focusing on yesterday and not being in the present moment, and that's the gist of it. Anyway, let me get myself pulled up here so I can see your comments. There I am. Okay. Varsha, hi Varsha, so lovely to see you. Thank you for joining me. So that is that collective, and then I wanted to ask, that's just a general read, the little light seer, what else is coming toward us? Maybe we'll ask what's coming toward us, toward my collective in love. What is coming toward us in love? Let me see, what are you saying here, Varsha? Okay, Varsha, I will ask that question in a moment. Okay, let me finish this, and we'll see what Tarot has to say about that. So what I want to know is what kind of energies are coming toward my collective in love this week? What sort of energies for my viewers is coming toward us in the love department, in the romance department? All right, what else with that card? Whoa, they are flying out. Okay, okay. I'm laughing, I'm not laughing, I'm laughing, I'm not laughing. Okay. Somebody, somebody from your past who you may have had an uncomfortable or difficult conversation with, who also could have been spying with you, and you feel like you've got to put a wall up against this person for many of you. Because why? Because there's been a tower moment. Or this person coming back could be causing you a tower moment. Oh, Spirit's saying be patient. Be patient. Don't pull your guns out. Sorry, I'm laughing. Because you know what? We're already in the Mercury shadow period, and that one of the things that happens with Mercury retrograde is people from the past start coming back, right? So just a heads up, that's one of the things that could be happening here this week. For us in love, somebody from the past might be coming back. I want to say to haunt us, but not really. Not really. Okay. Very interesting. Well, that's a quick snippet for somebody out there. This can also mean, for some of you, second story, for some of you, excuse me, this could also be saying, because there's two ways to read this card. that this person from your past wants to give one more go of it. They've got one more chance, and they're hoping you'll give them one more chance. This is the wounded warrior. I've got one more battle. I'm bruised and battered, but I got a little fight left in me. So I don't know how you feel about that. Hey, Stephanie, welcome, sweetie, welcome. So for some of you, you're going to just put a wall up. You're not wanting to hear from this person because they very well could have already had this tower moment with you, which tower moments means upheaval, the rug being pulled out, a hand grenade coming in your life, whatever. Or this person coming back could be causing this for you. So, all right, well, that's the quick snippet in love for the upcoming week for my collective. So just be warned. Forewarned is forearmed, right? Right. Oh, goodness. These poor collective DMs is what I'm hearing. Well, all right. That's not part of the reading, but that's a good positive card, the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, that's the everything happiness card. All right, maybe somebody who was moving too slow. Very, very slow. I don't know. All right, let's get up here to Varsha. Let's answer Varsha's question. Let's see. Okay. I didn't ask the question yet, but that could have been your card, Varsha, but I didn't ask the question first. All right, Varsha wants to know about a boy that she's currently talking to. Hello, Abdul, welcome. So, I'm thinking of how to word your question, Varsha. Let's just ask the way you ask it. What are his feelings towards you, right? All right, his name is Utesh. Am I saying that correctly? Utesh. So what we want to know, Spirit, Tarot, what are the feelings that Utesh has toward Varsha? Are they platonic? Are they romantic? What? Oh, goodness, that came out. I'm not sure what that has to do with it yet. That I might, in fact, I tell you what, I'm going to put that one back. And if it comes out again, then that's meant for you. What are Utesh's feelings for Varsha, please? Anurada, welcome. Anu, is that how you want to say? Anu, okay. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. All right, let's see if we can get an answer for Varsha. How Utesh is feeling about Varsha. What are his feelings toward Varsha, please? This is a very odd message I have for you, Varsha. This person doesn't feel like he's in your league. And I know that's, you said he's a boy, so, you know, you're both probably younger, and that's an odd statement to come from somebody that's young, but not necessarily, I guess. Because I've got the wheel in reverse, that typically means like not so, it's the opposite of good fortune, not good fortune. And the Four of Wands in the reverse. So this could be any number of things. The story may be, and so what I'll tell you, the answer to your question is that I do not think it's anything romantic. I don't think his feelings toward you are romantic. I have no cups here to indicate that it would be romantic. But I think the motive behind that is partially because he doesn't feel good enough for you. Let me just say it that way. He could have come from a different kind of home than you did, maybe an unhappy home. That might be behind this, even though he may not consciously know that that's why he feels this way. You're older, okay, you're older than him. Well, that would explain this, because it feels what I'm feeling is this feels like the geeky little boy. Now, you might not relate to this because you're not here in the United States, but here in the United States, we have cheerleaders in high school and college, and they are usually the really good-looking girls and smart and very popular kind of girls. And so this would be the equivalent of the little geeky, insecure young teenage boy trying to walk up to the head cheerleader and ask her to the prom. I mean, it just sort of has that insecure energy feeling to me about it. He's more comfortable where he is. Now, this could be saying, too, that maybe you intimidate him because of your intellect and because of your age difference. I just feel like there's the feeling is that he's not in your league in some form or fashion, and so he's not your equal. Let's put it like that. He's not your equal. Or maybe he just doesn't feel you're a match. So I think his friendliness is platonic. It doesn't feel romantic. As I said, the only cups I have here at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups in reverse, and that's, would be disappointment, and that would not be good. And the Stars in the reverse, and the Two of Cups is in the reverse. So no, I don't think there is. I think he's just being nice to be nice, and I would leave it at that. Now, down the road, who knows? If he breaks up with this other girl and he gets his confidence up, maybe he'll come back towards you. But right now, I don't see it as a romantic gesture on his part. So that's what I have for you today, Varsha. Don't break his heart now. Let him down gently if he... I'm just saying. Okay, let me get a little sip here. You're very welcome, Varsha. Thank you for always being a very faithful viewer, and I really, really value that. Thank you for being here. All right, I thought somebody else had a question. Yes, Anna, you may. Yes, you may. Ask your question, yes. Hello, Polly. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. Whoops. All right, I'm just going to wait for your question, Anu. Zambu. All right, hold your questions. Just say you want a reading, and let me get to that. Now, I see yours, but sometimes it gets lost in the feed. You would gently keep him out of your life. That's beautiful, yes. And out of respect to the other woman, too. Let's tell that truth. I mean, because that would be the right thing to do, right? That would be the right thing to do. So I respect that, Varsha. All right, I'm going to call you Anu because I do not want to mess up your name, and you alluded that was okay earlier. Okay, you want to know, I know you guys are from India, and I have to apologize. I know I butcher your names, and I'm so very sorry. No disrespect intended, so please forgive me if I make a mess of them. Okay. You wanted to know if Najib, I hope that's correct, wants to reconcile with you. We are in no contact February this year. Ooh, that hurts. Ooh. I mean, I say it hurts because you wouldn't be asking if you didn't care about this person. So I'm sorry. I know I'm sorry. All right, let's ask about that. So I did. Okay, thank you, Najib. Thank you for that thumbs up here. All right, we want to know how Najib is feeling toward Anu. Let's see. How is Najib feeling toward Anu? No contact. Show me clearly, please, Tara. Trying to get the strength up about some kind of a choice that he's making. Let me see. Let's get some more here. Let's get some more. All right. All right, I'm not going to get your hopes up here, Anu, but because I'm going to pull many more cards here, which could completely change the story. I know I look like I'm drunk when my glasses are like that, y'all. I swear I'm not. They just won't stay straight. Laughing at myself. So I don't want to get your hopes up, but I have some early indications here that your person, before I tell you the rest of it, your person, Najib, is working on their strength. No, you can't see these cards. Working on his strength to make a decision, to make a choice, making plans to go, to find what brings him happiness, okay? To move toward what brings him happiness. Now, I want to know what that is. But when I look at the bottom of the deck, we've got a Queen of Swords. Now, this could be the story again. This could change as I get into this. But the Queen of Swords is often somebody who's either not told the truth or somebody who's angry and disappointed about something that's come to the light, about an investment, something that they realized was a waste of time. Could be either time and money with someone else that they don't want to continue on their journey with, that was a breakup. So in other words, all that is to say, if this person, Najib, was in another relationship, that might not be going well. But let me pull more cards because that was at the bottom of the deck. Let's see what comes out at the top. So let me know if that part of the story is relative. But I am asking, continue, please, Tarot, telling me, how is Najib feeling about Anu? Ooh, that's a lot of cards, but okay, we'll look. Okay. Got a whole story here, so let me get these cards out. Navdeep, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm not going to read your questions yet because I'm in the middle of this reading, so I'll check back in a minute. All right, so Najib has really been in his head. This is overthinking, but now he's starting to get clarity about some things. I'm looking at how many major arcana do I have? 1, 2, 3 major arcana here. Okay. This is the divine trying to balance energy. So whatever's going on with your person, the divine, this is saying the divine spirit is stepping in to try to create balance and help this person find harmony and balance in their life. But it's going to take change. This person needs to change. Now, this can also represent an ending. I don't know yet, but it predominantly, to me, represents change. This person needs to change something. And so Spirit is stepping in to try to balance things, change things. In the meantime, yes, there's no communication, which we already know that. Now, there has been a tower moment, or possibly there will be a tower moment. I can't tell you exact timing of this. But since you haven't spoken to this person in quite a while, I'm thinking this is an upcoming tower for this person where there's burdens that they need to lay down. Something, now we're talking about you, we ask about you. So it looks like, interesting. This is the Ten of Wands, which means laying down the burdens. They're too heavy. And in the reverse, to me, sometimes it means one or the other. It feels like I have tried to lay these burdens down. I can't quite put them all down, but I really, really want to because it's so heavy. I really want to heal from this, but I'm not done healing yet. Now, there's, again, 2 ways to read this card. So I may pull a little, I think I will pull some more cards on these last 3. Like, what is this tower, this heavy, heavy burden that this person's going through that they've been healing from? So let's do that because this, and they are feeling a lot of sorrow and regret here. I can tell you that. I know there is that. Yeah, maybe there's something that he couldn't walk away from. He thought he could because thought he was this King of Wands, this big, bad, sexy, everybody loves me, King of Wands. But guess what? He's having a hard time walking away, and I presume that's from an ending. So if he ended things with you, this is saying he's having a hard time walking away from that ending. All right, I want to clarify those, Spirit. I want to know more. Please tell me more about this Tower. Let me move these. I'm running out of space here. I want to see these clearer. All right, Spirit, please show me. For Najib, what is this Tower, this 10 of Wands in reverse, and the 4 of Swords in reverse? Please show me clearly more about this. What is this Tower for Najib? And if you guys would be so kind, I would appreciate it if you would hit that like button and show your appreciation for my time and energy being here today. Please and thank you. And I always love knowing where you guys are from, so if you put that in the comments, I read all my comments eventually. Now, it might take me a minute, but I do read them. Please show me more, Spirit, all right, on this Tower. Yeah, the Page of Swords in reverse. What else? Before I speak on that, that can be disappointing news. It can be no communication. Again, we already know that. Or it could be spying, you know, looking in on your social media. It could be just be thinking about you a lot. But I don't want to get your hopes up again. Show me more, please, Spirit. Or it could be, oh, there's several. Yeah, we're getting to the crux of it. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Didn't I just show you these cards? Didn't I show you this guy right here? Didn't I show you this guy right here? I mean, this girl. What's behind that is this guy, the devil. All right, so this is saying, now, this king, yeah, he's sexy, he's fun, he'll show you a good time, he's an entrepreneur, he's a go-getter, there's a lot of action. But he's not particularly dependable. He's got a lot of ego, this particular king. Ego and pride sometimes. Not always. I don't always read it that way, but especially the way this fell out. Because look at these two. Don't you think this guy's got a lot of ego and pride? Ego out the wazoo. I think his ego is as big as his hair. Don't you think so? And they're regretting it. This is the card of remorse and regret. Can't get past it. I can't let go. So this is telling me this person is not feeling good about how they treated you or how this situation ended with you or even that no contact situation. Now, it doesn't mean they're going to do anything about it. I don't have action cards. I don't have communication cards here in their upright at all. But at least you'll know how they're feeling, which is what you ask anyway. You wanted to know how they're feeling. So, yeah, there's no communication. This could be also saying, I messed up because of something I said. I was too much in my ego and pride. This card can often refer to addictions, not only pride and ego, but anything that holds us back, restricts us from being our best selves. But it is often restrictions and things that oppress us, and they're self-inflicted. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see this guy here with his head in his hands, and the devil's got his strings? He's like a puppet. No, Navdeep, I'm reading for Anu. So I just feel, although if the message fits, sometimes tarot does work that way, but that I'm reading for Anu. So Anu, Najib just feels, I think, and because this King of Wands is in the upright, and because the devil is in the upright, I'm not saying, I don't see this person having changed yet. Now, people do change. I think this person, you know, this could just be saying, I'm addicted to this kind of behavior. I'm addicted to being this kind of king. And even though I feel bad about it in my quiet, private moments when I'm home alone, and I feel bad about how I treated Anu and probably other people too, and I know it caused this tower moment, a breakup, no contact, and it was a very heavy burden, and I know that, I do know that, but this devil's still in the upright. This is still being held back and controlled by things that hold us back. I just don't get the sense that now this is not saying some person is turning over a new leaf. I don't see that energy. They're not done healing from this. This person's got a way to go. And that is backed up by the star in reverse. This is, you know, healing, wishing on a star, your dreams coming true. In the reverse, it's the opposite of that. They're not healed. They're not healing. The scales still need to be balanced before they can come to you and offer you this cup of love, if ever. And I don't see that happening because this person is still living. This could speak of the past deception, but it feels present to me. It feels like this person is still living in deception, and their love life is basically going to be a hot mess until they do this, which is change. Well, I hope that was helpful. That's what I've got for you, darling. I know it's probably not what you want to hear, but it's good. It's good just to check in, right, and know where they are. So they're not going to be showing up. I don't see. Let me rephrase that. I don't see in these cards any indication that they're going to be showing up at your door anytime soon, or for that matter, even calling you. That being said, tarot and energy is moment to moment. People have free will. A lot of things can happen. Law of attraction. You could cause this person to come back to you or somebody better. If you work on your law of attraction, your beliefs about the world and about relationships. You know, you've been here. Well, maybe no, you haven't been here before. I started to say that's that's a big part of my teachings is the law of attraction, the law of assumption, and what you're drawing to yourself. So get busy getting happy. Focus on something that makes you happy, and be sure you are clear about what you believe about love and how you should be treated in love. Let me put it that way, because that really, that's what you're going to attract to you in life, right? That's exactly what you're going to get. I am turning that card around. I'm tired of seeing it in the reverse. I'm just am. All right, I know. I do hope that helped. Yeah, you think he's in a relationship with somebody else. That might be true because of remember the cards at the bottom that I said? That could have been the case. If we read that into this, that definitely could be the case, but it didn't come strongly. In other words, I didn't get if they're in a relationship, let me say this, I don't think they're looking at it for the long term. That's my feeling about that. This person's got some growing up to do. I'm just going to leave it at that. And you know what? They may love being who they are. They're just, I don't feel like they're particularly spiritually mature yet. They've just got some growing up to do. So, does it mean never? Just means not right now, probably, is what I'm interpreting that to mean. So I hope that was helpful, Anu. Good luck, and I wish you the best. All right, let me go back and check my comments now. Excuse me, let's see. Zambu, are you here, please? Are you here? Sound off in the comments if you are. And guys, thank you for hitting that like button. I see some, judging by the numbers, some of you have not, so please do that. It's just a way to show your appreciation for my time and giving up my Saturday afternoon to be here with you. So let me just double check here. One thing, 1 second, I need to also check. I'm expecting a text message. Let me be sure. That hasn't come through because my friend is coming over. And meet that again. Okay. Sure. Let's see. Okay. So, Zambu, what's your question? What is your question? Please and thank you. Will I have the love I want? I am older. Okay, I found your question. Sorry. Will I have the love I want? Well, you know, I'm going to go back to that, what I just said. Sorry, my back's talking to me today. What I was just talking about. I will pull some cards for you, but law of attraction is a thing. So if you believe you're attractive, if you believe in love, if you affirm to the universe that I am lovable, that I am sexy, that I am attractive, that I am intelligent, that I deserve the very best of love and a partner who's loving and devoted for me, are those the thoughts that you're putting out to the universe? If not, then the answer is no. You've got to really be doing your own part in this. And as I say to everybody, educate yourself about the law of attraction. It's sometimes called, occasionally called the law of assumption. It means, what assumptions are you making about life? Are you assuming that you're too old for love and that nobody wants you? Are you assuming that you're a great catch and boy, you got them lined up at the door, right? So what is your assumption about love? That's the first thing I would say to you, to examine that and think about what that is for you. What are your thoughts about that? What are your beliefs about that? Subconscious and conscious. And the way you know what your subconscious beliefs are is what's showing up in your world. Look around you. If no one's coming and you're not feeling loved and all that, then that's probably what you're thinking in your subconscious, is that I'm not lovable. So that would be homework. That would be what you need to work on for homework, right? But I'm going to pull some cards for you, so see if anything's coming towards you here. One second. And thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you, thank you. All right. Well, did I lose your thing? Wait, one go. No. All right. I just like to connect with your name when I'm doing it. So let's ask about Zambu. Show me what love life can potentially look like for Zambu. Something good, I hope. Someone good, I hope, coming in. Whoa, 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 whoa. Way too many. I hate that because I like to read them. Let's see. Oh my God. Okay, we're quitting. I'm done. Mic drop. This is the Ten of Cups. This is the happiest card of like love and romantic love there can be in the deck. My goodness. All right. Hold up, hold up. But you knew that was coming, right? But let me see what are the... You feel like you don't have options. That's how you're feeling right now. I can feel that energy. I mean, that's why I gave you that speech that I gave you. And by the way, I have been there myself, and that's why I can preach so adamantly on this subject. You are never too old. You're only too old when you believe you're too old. When you give up on love, it's going to give up on you. I'm just saying, for whoever else out there needs to hear that. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, your name. Okay, thank you. Norma. Oh, I appreciate that so much because these people have some crazy handles here on YouTube. Norma, thank you. I like that. Thank you for giving me your name. And that also helps me to tune into your energy more specifically. So, Norma, I do feel, though, look at this. My goodness. You've got this is the 10 and the 9 of Cups. This is all about love and wish fulfillment here. But now I want to look because you had a whole bunch of cards that fell out. Let me see what the story is, though. You may have been juggled in the past, and which may kind of put you off of love. I'm just saying that could be a possibility. The other possibility, other storyline here is, and I can relate to this one too, I'm feeling in your energy is push-pull. So it feels like, and you can verify or tell me I'm wrong. So this is one aspect. I want love. I know it's out there, but you see these people, and particularly in this depiction of the Ten of Cups, these people are sitting in a rainbow. So in this deck, sometimes this means illusion, almost like it's too good to be true. It's too good to be true. It can't, maybe it can happen for other people, but it can't happen for me. So, and I skipped over this card. I'm going to come back to it. So let's say this is your subconscious or your mind talking here, Norma. I know it's out there. It does exist. I believe in it, but probably not for me. Or if I did it, it's almost like too good to be true. And I wish and hope it's true. But then I don't want to be juggled, and your fear starts kicking in. Or you actually were juggled. Or you're feeling like, and this is what I was going to say, I can relate to this. I'm a little too old to be taking care of or raising another man or woman, whatever your orientation is. It's like, I don't really want to cook and clean for anybody full time anymore. I've been too independent and on my own and self-sufficient for a long time now, and I don't really want to, I don't want to pick up somebody else's underwear. Thank you very much. I'm over that. So, I mean, I feel like there's an element in you too of, I really want this, and I know it would be fun, and it would be fulfill so many of my wishes, but maybe I don't really want to do that, and so I'll just keep kind of cold over here. So I really feel like you've got this push-pull emotional, or maybe, as I said, subconscious feeling about love, and it's keeping it at arm's length from you is what I feel like is happening. Oh, thank you for that affirmation. I got it. Sick of taking care of others. I swear, the moment that, and I've never gotten that energy off of this card, but when it hit the table, I heard that, I felt that, and I saw me, myself, thinking that about, because my best friend, who may or may not be here, listened to this, and I talk about that a lot. Do we really want another relationship and have to take care of somebody else? I really don't. I can barely take care of myself most days, right? So I'm laughing with you, not at you on that one. But I felt that pretty strongly. And that explains, let me come back to this card, which I didn't talk about. I skipped over it on purpose. The Queen of Pentacles can be somebody who's needy. Now, this could be you. It could be, and I got to bust you a little bit about that. But because it's between these two cards, it almost makes me feel like, and we talked about that back and forth energy, I think this is more what you're afraid of is you'll attract somebody who's needy and whose money is not even that good, and you'd rather be on your own. I'm just going to tell the truth. I just think you'd rather be on your own. And this Queen of Swords, she's cold. She's icy. She'll cut right through you and not give it a second thought, right? So I think you're afraid that you'd have to be this person. True? Okay, and amen. Thank you for that. Well, I'm glad I'm getting it right today. All right, so let me see what these other cards are here. So we're back to the original, my original comment to you about the law of attraction. You know, if you're back and forth about this, you're not going to attract somebody, or the person you attract is going to be equally ambivalent. Just saying. You're cold and wondering if one is out there. Well, that explains her. Thank you. I have another word for her, but now I'm not feeling the B word for her so much with you, just cold. Yeah, let me see before I speak. Let me see. You've had some false starts, haven't you, in romance? I feel like it. I feel like you have. I'm trying to figure out what these three are, because oftentimes when I get a lot of cards, I feel a break in the energy of the cards when I lay them out. Like, that was the past story, this is a new story. And I'm not relating to that, so I'm just tuning in. Give me a second here. I'm overthinking it. I know what it is. I'm overthinking. This is like, in an essence, now I'm paraphrasing. In essence, you're feeling like somehow you've created this bad karma, and, or, you know, this is the Judgment card in the reverse. And I think you're punishing yourself a little bit. Punishing is too strong of a word. You're just feeling on some level that it's not your turn, it's not your time, it's never going to happen. We're back to that, and it's coming. It falls right underneath this Ten of Cups, which I talked about that earlier. You'd like to make plans to the future. This person is wistfully looking out that window, dreaming about the future. But there's two choices here. There's this one, which is pretty stable, leaning up against the wall, safe on the inside of this room, keeps dry and warm in the winter. And then this one, where she's holding that one, looking out wistfully into the future, into the unknown. And the truth of it is, you don't have clarity. I don't think you have clarity about what you want yet. And that may be the message Spirit is trying to give you today, is you need to get clear about what you want before you try to bring that thing in. Back to that law of attraction. Yeah. You don't have clarity, and so you can't have a new beginning. This is the Fool in the reverse, no new beginning. You can't have that new beginning until you get clarity. And another card, and this is self-sabotage. Self-sabotage. And hello, Rahul. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. And Sasha, I missed saying hello. Welcome, welcome. So, oh, Stephanie, you're in Texas. I love that. Texas. Go Longhorns or whatever. I hope that's not a diss. I hope you like the Longhorns. So it feels, this can be making amends too. This could be saying, I know I messed up and I need to change that. But what I feel about this is, but I don't know how. I don't know where to point myself. I don't know. Hello, Rahul. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I just feel this. I don't know. I know that I've done this. This is the card of ego and pride and winning at all cost. And oh, interesting. And I just got a message. It's tied to this. Okay. Well, we talked about this, Norma. So this is coldness, apathy even. And so the winning at all cost, what this is telling me is you have been so determined to protect yourself, very likely because of something or someone from the past, that now you've turned into this cold-hearted person. Now, I'm not really saying that's who you are. I'm just saying when it comes to, we're talking about the essence of attracting a lover into your life. That you're procrastinating, you're I want to say put a wall up. That's not the meaning of this card, but this is procrastinating, bringing in, attracting a love offer. In energy terms this means is what we've already talked about. I'm not going to redo the whole reading. You're thinking about this, mentally thinking about this, and maybe reminiscing a little bit too much on the past and how things didn't work out, blah, 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 and don't have clarity. I don't know what direction to go. All that we just talked about. Self-sabotage is saying, I'm just going to push this. I'm going to kick this can down the road just a minute longer. This can be procrastination or not feeling good enough. It can also say, I'm not quite up to that new adventure yet. I don't have enough creativity and curiosity to take that step into this new crush or love or whatever it is. So I'm going to sit here in indecision and overwhelm. I can't make this up. I can't make this up, y'all. I'm going to sit here in this indecision and overwhelm and not make a decision. I'm not going to manifest my lover. I swear I can't make it up. Yeah. I know I need to have clarity. I'm trying to take that blindfold off. Now, I haven't seen this card. I don't even know what's on here. But so far, I haven't been able to find balance. I haven't been able to find a way to balance. And here's what I'm hearing. Find a way to find a balance in a relationship in a healthy way where I still feel balanced. And what else? Yeah. I'm not healed. I'm just not healed yet. You know, my star, my wishes are not coming true because I'm not healed yet. One more. Yep. I've been holding on too hard to my heart. I've been holding on too tight is what I'm trying to say. And that's why I haven't been able to attract this happy home and this happy family and relationship. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. I just talked about this in the previous reading. This is the devil, the card. Yes, it can be addictions. It can be addiction to self-sabotage, okay? It can be addiction to protecting, over protecting your heart. It can be just simply holding yourself back. This is always about restrictions and things that keep us from being the best that we can be, being held back. Yep. I think you need to work on communicating, but not with other people. That's not what that means. To me, I'm hearing it means with your subconscious. Now, I know this is going a little deeper than normally I do these readings, but I just feel like this is what's coming out, and I got to tell it, right? I got to tell it. So, Norma, I just feel like this is Spirit speaking through me to you, to talk about, this is, you know, what we talked about here. This needs to change your fear of this, your fear of attracting someone who's needy, who might just be a mirage, so to speak, right? Yeah, thinking back on the past, maybe you're thinking about good times and I can never have that again. Those are all thoughts that can sabotage where you're trying to go. Law of attraction. I know this is what you want, but now, here again, there's no coincidence, no accidents in tarot. I picked this deck, and this card comes out, and if you look in the top corner here, let me get the right here, there's a little pig flying. And what I hear when I pull this card for you is, oh, I'm thinking and wishing and wanting to put my heart out there, but it'll happen for me when pigs fly. So I feel like you've got some negative self-talk going on here, and you need to shift that, Norma. And I think if you shift that, then all this, no, I don't, it can and will change. It's all about your point of attraction. And for those of you who are asking, I'm going to give you the same lecture to everybody here who's asking about anything, whether it's a job or love or family or whatever, health, all that good stuff. It's all about law of attraction. What is your point of attraction? Are you doing this? Is this where you are right now? This is to everybody. Is this where you are right now? I mean, look at this person, right? Because you cannot get your happiness and your 10 of Cups if that's where you are. You've got to find a way to get you happy first, whether it's about anything. Find something completely unrelated to the subject that you're wanting and get happy about it. And go and watch Abraham Hicks videos. I love, 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 love her. She has a great way of explaining law of attraction. But if you're here operating at, you know, 750 hertz. I can't have this. This thing was in the past for me. I can't have it. I'm not going to have a new beginning. You know, only when pigs fly. You're not a match for my wishes coming true. I'm wishing on all these rainbows and they're all coming to my life. You're here. You can't be a match. You cannot bring this in. Law of attraction, not repulsion. So you have to bring your vibration up here to the thing that you want. I say this in every reading I do here on YouTube, and I will say it to the day I die. So get busy getting happy, believing in something positive, whatever that is for you, right? Whatever that is for you, get busy getting happy. And then once you can get in that place of happiness, then you can start to create some positive thoughts and things about, and talk positive like it's already in your life, right? I am a very lovable person. I know who I am. My wishes and dreams are coming to me left and right. I'm going to have clarity about this decision I've got to make. I'm looking with excitement and making all kinds of plans toward my future, looking out toward my future, being grateful for the memories I have. They give me perspective, right? And I know I'm bringing in this new love. See how you shift to the positive thinking and the positive affirmations? So that's what you have to do, Norma. You've got to get yourself, just switch your gears in your mind a little bit, honey. And I think that will make a huge difference for you. So it's not about bringing in the person. It's about being in the right vibration that attracts any and all kinds of right people that you want. You don't just want a person. I know you don't. I know you won't be picking up that dirty underwear. I got it. You want a person who's going to pick their own underwear up, by God, who's going to do your dirty laundry, right? I know. Somebody will take care of you. Somebody will, without even asking, go fill up your car with gas and, do sweet, thoughtful things for you without having to be asked or prompted or nagged. We all want that, right? So that's what I have for you, Norma. I hope that was helpful, and I didn't mean that as a lecture, but sometimes Spirit comes through real strongly, not just for me to give you that message, but everybody else that's watching too that might benefit from that. So, because it's basically the same lecture I have to give here every time I come on YouTube, but I'm pressing on. So I hope that helps, Norma. I really, really do, sweetheart. So my new tagline here on YouTube is get busy getting happy. That's our job here on planet Earth, y'all. Get busy getting happy, and then you'll start to see the things that you want in your life. All right, ta-da. Now let me get a sip here. All right, you are very, very welcome. It's my pleasure. And see, it's a vehicle. When you ask a question like that, Spirit comes through me. Again, it blesses other people too. So thank you for asking that question. All right, let me come back up here and catch up now. See who was next. I said hello to you, Stephanie, didn't I? I said Longhorns. I don't know again if you like Longhorns or not. I might have offended you. I hope not. I think I missed somebody. Let me go back a little bit. Yeah, I'm the tough lover to y'all. I'm not going to give you rainbows and unicorns unless it's really there. So, if somebody asks, I'm going to give it to you straight. My friends, my family, they all know I'm the tough love parent. I'm the tough love friend. I'm going to give it to you straight. That's the Scorpio in me. I got nothing but straight for you. I've tried, as I've gotten older, to be kinder in how I deliver my messages, but I don't always succeed. Okay. Navdeep, are you still here? Or not? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Navdeep. Are you still here? Will my partner be loyal to me? Is he loyal? There is a third party. Will it go? So Navdeep, if you're here, please sound off in the comments, because I only read when people are present in my reading. When we can ask. Oh, thank you, Polly. That's so sweet. I appreciate that. It's good if we decide it is, right? It's true about everything. It's good if we decide it is. My glasses are so dirty. It's like looking through a foggy cloud some days. Half the time I can read the comments with them, and half the time I can't. Go figure. Okay. So I'm waiting for Navdeep to sound off. If you're here, sound off in the comments, and I'll do your reading. If not, I'll move to someone else. Oh, wait, did I say that? Did I get that right? Put it back on. And guys, if you haven't hit that like button, please show your appreciation for my time to be here. That's how you say thank you. And I'm so grateful. And I'm grateful for each and every one of you that shows up here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. And thank you, Raul, for those applause. Thank you, that's sweet. Oh, I see, Polly. Thank you. I didn't catch that subtlety. Oh, Stephanie, that is so very sweet. Thank you. You know, my philosophy and comments have come by a very lengthy tenure in the School of Hard Knocks. I've lived a lot of life. When you get to be this age, I just turned 74 this week, so I have a lot of living under my belt. A lot of life, a lot of lessons. Ooh, a lot of being humbled, being taught. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Hey, I'm still standing. I still woke up today. I have a lot to be grateful for. All right, I think I missed somebody back here, but I don't know where I am now. Let me see if I can find you. Thank you, Polly. Thank you. Yeah, it was a happy birthday. My older son and his wife took me out to lunch for my birthday, and then we just played around. I went and looked at RVs. They're thinking about getting one, and then my younger son was out of town, so we're going to have lunch this Sunday and with all of his family. So I get to have a whole week of birthday. Yeah, it's been fun. I know I missed somebody. Did I? Okay, I'm waiting. Rahul, are you here? And then Polly. Me too. 11-5. Happy birthday, Stephanie. That's awesome. I'm just going to say it for all of us. Scorpios rock. Scorpios rock. I'm just saying. Right? Okay, Rahul. Do me a favor, please. Would you retype your question? No, I found it. Never mind. I got it here. You want to know if 2025, what the year is going to be for you. Is that right? Yeah, 2025. Okay, I got it. Took me a minute. Okay, we're asking about Raul. How is 2025 going to be for Raul? All right. Okay. So, Stephanie, you're the only one that put in here where you're from. Nobody else has put in here where they're from. Huh. Okay. Tell me, this does not feel like the right deck. Okay, we'll see this one. What does 2025 look like, please, for Raul? What? Please and thank you. Okay. Whoa, all right. Those came out quick. Judgment Day is a-coming your way. I'm a terrible singer. When my kids were young and we'd be going somewhere in the car and I'd have the radio on and I'd try to sing to the song and they would just, Mom, please don't sing. Sorry. My bad. However, judgment card. Now this is good. I don't mean it like bad karma. It's good. It's positive. It does, however, mean some kind of an awakening for you. This can be karma. This can be karma. But karma's not always bad. It gets a bad rap, that word. Karma is just another word for consequence. You know, if you do really good things in the world, you're going to have good things in return. If you do really crummy bad things, karma's going to find you and bad things are going to happen to you. Right? Now, you didn't ask me in love, so I'm not looking at this through the lens of love. If I were, this can mean reconciliation with someone that you're not talking with, where you might have had a fight where there was ego and pride and somebody self-sabotaged and it brought the thing to a screeching halt. And I speak in past terms. I'm sorry, Abdul. We're asking about 2025. I'm clear. Future. So this just could be a heads up. But we didn't ask about love. We just asked in general. So I feel like something here, this could be something, wow, I just got an interesting message. This could be something that you have not wanted to talk about or not been talking about is awakening within you. That could be anything from standing up to your family and telling them how you've been feeling for the last 20 years and you've never said it, to writing a book. I mean, this very strange message, very specific message. But be careful you don't sabotage yourself. Be careful your ego does not get the best of you this year. That's a warning. I feel like you're going to have some encounters with people who are going to push your buttons. Well, that's a very general statement. I could say that to anybody on the planet and it would be true. I get that. And I'm going to get more on that in a minute. I'm just trying to get the broader view of what this energy is they're giving me. This feels more like a work environment, a work relationship, a professional or career sort of situation, okay? And maybe this is saying you weren't allowed, or weren't capable of expressing how you felt, or there's been no movement in this situation. I just feel like when this happens, it's like, I've had enough. I'm not taking this anymore. I'm taking my sword and I'm running it through those people, other people in the background. And again, this is the card of self-sabotage. So it's a warning to not step on people. That's what I heard. Don't step on people. Check your ego here. Because if you do that, everything was going to come to a screeching halt. Now I'm going to get more on that. This can be reckless behavior. And I'm feeling a little of that around you regarding something. It feels reckless. It feels like, okay, this is exactly, it feels like horses that are being held back. You know, have you ever watched a horse race and they put them in those, I don't know what those are called, but the gates. And the horses are real restless and they're moving around in there and bumping the sides and they're bumping their riders and they're bucking, and because they can't move, they can't go forward, they can't go backward, they can't move, and they just feel, that's what I'm feeling here. There's something, I'm surprised the devil isn't here, because that's the ultimate card of restriction and being held back. But this is something going on inside of you in the future here in 2025. And it may push you to doing or feeling or acting reckless. So heads up. The Spirit's saying, take a time out, go within, seek spiritual guidance and inspiration. towards something that you love. This could be romance. This could be romance. That's definitely a romance card for me. And it may put you at a crossroads. Yep, this could definitely be romance. Somebody coming in. I don't know if you're already married or in a relationship or what your situation is, but this is about love. Or if you are married, maybe you're meeting somebody else and it puts you at this crossroads. That could be. So if this was like career, it could just be speaking. Maybe somebody comes in and makes you another job offer and you're afraid to leave the one you're at because you don't know. You know, maybe that company didn't have a good reputation, or maybe they're not paying you what you think you're worth, or I don't know. So, but that if it's love that's coming towards you, which this could be, you're saying it's going to put you at a crossroads. Do I really want to give this full cup of love to this person? Okay. Now I'm going to clarify this with what deck? The small one. All right. I want to know what this is telling us about. First of all, this Five of Swords. 1 second. Just a second here, Raul. 1 second here. Let me just check something. Okay, thank you. Just had that check. Tell us, please, what is this possible self-sabotage for, Raul? Whoa, okay. I'm getting a message. Now, this is the Guru card. Came out sideways. That's very meaningful. I'm going to go back to that original, not original, but one of the stories, storylines, possible storylines. If you're in a relationship, you may be meeting somebody that might be a temptation for you, because this is neither upright or in reverse. That means you may, you may be tempted in questioning, you know, planting seeds, and this is divine timing, and where do I want to plant my seeds? And I know if I do that, it's going to cause a lot of upheaval and arguments, and it's going to, yep, you got 2 more queens here and the 2 of lovers. This feels like a love in the night. I can't make it up. Yep. Okay. So this very well could be a love situation. If not, you know, apply these as generic energies in some situation. But you've got competing energies here. You've got a Queen of Pentacles and a Queen of Wands, and they don't have lunch together nicely. They don't. So these, and they're both in reverse next to the Lovers in reverse. Now the Lovers is a choice. It doesn't get much clearer than that. 2 queens. Doesn't matter about the gender. It's just the queens on the card. But you got 2 queens and a Lovers in reverse. I can't make up my mind. I can't decide. And Spirit's saying you're very well going to be faced with, I don't know which one to plant, where to plant my seeds. Whatever I do, it's going to be conflict, and I don't want this. So this is the in and out energy, the player card, the Knight of Wands. And if you do this, I'm just hearing, this is a warning that you ask what's coming toward you. So this might be a beautiful opportunity, but just know this night comes in and you'll have a great time and you'll have wonderful memories for a night, and then it's gone the next day. So just know this could be you, this could be one of these other people. If you do that, there's an ending here, the end of a cycle. There's a cycle going to end that's going to leave somebody out in the cold. This could be you. This could be one of these people. Yep. Woo, Abdul. All right, well, that's a heads up. I hope, jeez, that's a big old heads up. I said Abdul, I'm sorry, Raul. Yeah, Raul, that's a heads up. So again, Could be work, could be friends, could be you having to decide between two friends. I don't know. Maybe one of them wants to go out and hit the bars every night, and one of them wants you to stay home and play, you know, I don't know, go fish or bridge or something. And but it's a choice. It's a difficult thing that puts you at a crossroads. And Spirit is saying, or your advice is to go within, do a deep soul search about this, reflect on this, because you could be making a reckless decision about something that you love. It's a true crossroads. All right, all right, all right. There's your heads up. Yep. I mean, that, if this is a love situation, again, you could be thinking you want to reconcile, or somebody's coming in to reconcile, and then somebody else is already in your life, so, or coming. That could be your situation. Again, could be a friendship, could be a job situation, but when you don't ask me specifically, like it's just a general question, you have to apply it. But something here is going to put you at a crossroads to make a decision between, and to me, queens and kings in my readings are people. That's why I'm leaning in that direction. It could beg you to choose about whether you stay in a committed relationship with one of them or not. Just saying. All right, that's what I have for you, Raul, about 2025. So that looks like a big, big deal that might be coming your way. Heads up, better to know than not, right? Power's knowledge. All right, well, thank you for asking your question. I hope that helps, and come back and let me know. Come back and let me know. Isabel, you just have to say that you want one, but let me go back and check. I don't know. I've got to check the chat, say that fast 3 times, to see how many I have, because I've only got about 1 or 2 left in me, energy-wise. So let me put these cards back, and I'll catch up. But don't type your question yet. And thank you for being here. And I would appreciate it. You guys hit that like button if you haven't already done it, to show your gratitude. And I'm very grateful for you being here. I'm grateful for my viewers. That's why I do these readings, to pay back, to pay ahead, pay forward, whatever that saying is. All right, let me go back and catch up. All right, so Rahul, I did yours. Polly, are you still here? And did you, I didn't, I'm so confused now, y'all. This is when I wish my moderator was here to help, but she is not. Polly, will my long-distance romance flourish and reignite? So, Polly, if you're here, please sound off in the comments so I know that you're still here. Oh, hi, Holly. I missed saying hello, hello, hello. Okay, great. Thank you for being patient. All right, so Polly wants to know. Now, I didn't answer your question yet, right? I get so wrapped up, I even forget. Polly, all right, you want to know if will your long-distance romance flourish and reignite? That's the question, correct? Give me a yes or no, please. Pretty please, and thank you. Okay, thank you. Hello, Paris. I am very well. Thank you for asking, and welcome. And for anyone who I have not said hello to, thank you so much for being here. A very warm welcome, and I apologize if I didn't catch you when you first got here. All right, 1 second here. Let me put that there. Okay, Polly. We're asking for Polly. Will Polly's long-distance romance flourish and reignite? I thought that was the deck, but no. Okay. All right, all right, all right. All right, let's ask for Polly. Will Polly's long-distance relationship flourish and reignite? Please show me clearly. Well, that's conflicting. Yes, but not without effort. Wow, this is back and forth, back and forth. Okay, hang on. There's a lot of passion here between you guys. So yes, this is a passionate new beginning, no questions. But surrounding it is this conflict, this competition, where currently there's no expansion, there's no creativity, there's no fertility. But there are feelings. Clearly, there are feelings here. All right, keep going, please, Spirit. Tell me more, please, for Polly. Ooh, all right. So you're beginning to have let me stop. Clarity is coming. Clarity is coming about this. Now, I'm asking in general, so I presume this is for both sides, you and your person. This can also be seeing communication, clear, honest, truthful communication. And I'm feeling that's what needs to happen. Yes, because heretofore this has been a bit of an illusion, too good to be true, and it's caused a lot of, I'm stuck here. Maybe some cold feelings even, because someone here might not have wanted to commit, one of you, or both of you. All right, so let's keep going. Please show me, will Polly's long-distance romance, oh, crikey, really? Yes, yes, and yes. You've got three, one, two, you got 5 cards, 3 of which are aces. The only one I don't have is the Ace of Cups. So there's an opportunity here for a beautiful new beginning. However, not seeing any hearts here. What's going on? Somebody's been overthinking this, but you're starting to get clarity. I don't know which one of you. And guess what? Starting to get clarity. Been confused, starting to get clarity about whether or not to expand, whether or not we can cross this ocean. This can literally mean distance. Looking at those ships coming in, wanting our ships to come in. Because right now, your Ace of Cups is in the reverse. This means missed opportunity, delays in love. Maybe somebody's been holding out because of their willpower. They've been stubborn. And so the other person has had to have a lot of patience. So that's why you've been on this timeout. Yep, you've been in a timeout. Somebody may have had options, juggling, and one of you then has been losing sleep about this. This is a lot of anxiety. Yep. Thinking, well, my person probably has a lot of options. Why in the world would they want to invest in me? It'll just be disappointing. Yeah, I can't make it up. Just be disappointing. It'll break my heart. How's that sounding so far? That accurate so far? Hello, Holly. Welcome. How is that sounding, Polly? Yes, accurate. Okay, thank you. Hi, Javon. Accurate. All right, so you've been here before. You probably know. Sometimes tarot gives me the backstory before it gives me the clear answer, but to me, you've got your answer. I think somebody here just needs to pick up the darn phone and communicate. I'll be honest, I don't see the 8 of Wands, but I'm going to get more cards. I'll get more cards. Actually, you know what I want to do? Hold on. I want to clarify these two cards, so that's what I'm going to do. Well, let's ask. I want to know what this struggle, this competition, this fighting is about. Tell me, please, Spirit, what is this struggle, this fighting, this competition between these two? Whoop, whoop, whoop. God, Tarot. Tarot is freaking amazing. Okay. I pull these two cards out. You can see them. You can see them. I pull these two cards out, right? The Five of Wands and the Empress in the reverse. And I ask, what is this competition about? What is this clarity, this fighting about? The Empress in the upright. Expansion, creativity, coming together, nurturing each other, nurturing the relationship. Fertility, it could mean fertile relationship. It could mean maybe one person wants children and one person doesn't. Family, you know, all those things. Can't make it up. And there needs to be a cold, hard, truthful conversation about whatever this is between you. Or there will not be balance. And there won't be a happily ever after home, marriage, or whatever. Okay, what else? I'm going to keep going. Well, there you have it. So, now, sidebar, the Empress can sometimes be another person. Usually for me it's Queens and Kings, but sometimes the Empress. So if you have another person or this person has another person, it could be speaking about that. Just a small possibility. Oh, hi, Isabel. I am currently on a reading for Polly right now. All right, tell me more about this conflict here. Please, one more card about this conflict for Polly. Tell me more about this. One more, please, for Polly. What is this conflict about for Polly? Thank you. Somebody's just afraid to move forward here too. Somebody here. The Strength card in reverse. This is a lack of confidence for me as a reader. It's a lack of confidence, a lack of strength, weakness, either not feeling the relationship is strong enough, although I don't see how the heck that could be the case with all these aces. That simply doesn't make sense to me. Or they just feel, maybe, you know, this could be as simple as somebody who was in a horrific breakup or just went through a horrific breakup, and they're saying, I just can't, I don't have it in me to get back into a relationship right now. It could be that simple. Not necessarily about the person. It might be the right person at the wrong time. So it could be something like that, Polly. It could be. But somebody here is just feeling weak or lacking confidence, self-esteem. Now I want to ask about this Empress. All right, this is where we'll find out if this is another person. Let's see. I don't think it is. I don't feel that, but show me what is this Empress in reverse, please. Please show me. Thank you. Can't make it up. There is no expansion in this relationship. There's no fertility in this relationship because somebody's heart is broken, but they're healing. In the reverse, someone is healing. I just spoke about that. So, Polly, I don't know if this is you that caused this hurt or this person that caused this hurt to you, or what I just said, somebody is trying to get over a past hurt, a past relationship. Now, this is the card of action and communication. Fast forward action, communication, movement, clarifying where there is none, where there's no fertility, where there's no action, no expansion, right? So, to me, what this means is you need to communicate, whoever this is that's experienced, that's getting over a broken heart, needs to communicate. Oh, and I didn't show you what's at the bottom of the deck. Sleepless nights. Like Steve at Steve's Love Tarot calls it, the pace in the kitchen at 2 o'clock in the morning with a bottle of whiskey. That's this card right here. Somebody is really having a lot of anxiety about whatever this broken heart is here, and something that was communicated or something that was communicated about a broken heart. Might have had to do with this King of Wands, which, again, I don't know who's who in this reading. He could be that they're wanting somebody to put the work in, and they're just not decided. They're just not decided. Again, this could be somebody having options. I don't know if I want to commit. I don't know if I want to put down these options. Or I think in this case, it's more about I'm confused. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm ready to invest in this, is what it feels to me like. I don't know if I'm ready to invest in this. Maybe I'm not done healing yet. And so that's why I'm holding back my cup of love. And it seems like, at least now, that there is an end in this relationship. There's an ending here. Has been an ending. Was an ending. Past tense. Now, let's see, because tarot likes me to tell an hour-long story before it gives me the real answer. I mean, it did give me the answer, but I want to know. Can you show me the potential outcome here? Not this one. You've given me all these aces. Beautiful. Is there anything more you want to say for Polly, please? Anything else you want to say for Polly? So the potential is here, Polly. That's what bottom line. With all these aces, my goodness, yes. The potential is very strong here. Again, the heart that we were missing was the Ace of Hearts, which was at the bottom of the deck in the reverse. So somebody's not able to open their heart right now, not able to give this because of a heartache. And very possibly there's a third party card. So I don't know, I'm just saying. Could be somebody that didn't tell the truth. Yeah, well, okay. Is there anything else you'd like to say to Polly about this relationship? Somebody is resisting change, and you're not going to be able to move forward until somebody is willing to do that. Somebody's willing to change. You can't have a new beginning until someone changes. And what could need to change is this Queen of Wands in reverse, who has been sabotaging and needs to make amends. Now, it's just a queen in the card, but this means this is somebody who's needy, controlling, selfish, self-serving, self-absorbed. Just saying, I don't know which one of you that is, but yeah, things need, the truth needs to come out here. So somebody's holding back some truth. I mean, I'm not saying in general, but just probably what's happening here, Polly, is somebody's just not telling you, or you're not telling them, I want this, but I'm just scared. I'm scared to bejesus that that this is going to happen again, because I'm still healing this. I'm still getting over this. So that's why, you know, I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I am afraid. So, change is what's needed. This is change in the upright, or an ending in the reverse. It's saying, I don't want things to be over, or nothing's changing here. I can't, meaning the person. I can't change. I don't know how to change. So which one of those applies? I'm inclined to say both. Somebody here who hasn't wanted to change maybe has caused the ending, but you don't want this ending. What you want is a new beginning. But until this person can get out of their Queen of Wands selfish, self-absorbed ways and come and make amends and tell the truth and get past these things that are hidden, you're going to continue to be separate and in isolation from each other. That's what I have for you, Polly. That's what I got for you. It may not be exactly what you were looking for. Well, whatever. It is what it is. That's what tarot gives me that I have to go on. But the potential is extremely strong here. And I think, honest to goodness, I think this is all that it's going to take. I think somebody needs to step forward and say, I'm afraid, or I know you're afraid, I know you're healing, or I know I'm healing, I'm afraid, but I still want this, and I want to try this, and I desire you, and maybe we just need to take this slow. Maybe we just, but I'm aware, if this is you, I'm aware that I'm afraid, and that's why I'm pulling back. Or if it's that person, I'm aware that you're still healing, and I'm not going to push you hard, but I want you to know I'd like this new beginning with you. I'd like to start over. Somebody needs to reach out here, because there's no real strong card of anybody doing that at the moment, but the potential is definitely there. 3 aces. Holy cow. All right, Polly, I'm wrapping that up for you. I hope that helps. I do, and I wish you luck. I can tell you care about this person. Yep, I do. I know that. So good luck with that. I think this person just needs good old-fashioned time, TLC, and patience. There, I said it. All right, let me put my cards back, get a sip of water, and check the comments here. How long have I been on here? 92 minutes. Okay. All right, 1 second. I may have to go get a charger for my iPad here. All right, let's see, where are we here? Oh my goodness. Oh wow, Polly. Oh wow. Well, I'm so very, very glad if it helped. I'm so very glad, and I'm sorry about your friend. I really am. But I'm glad it was peaceful. That's, every day when I say my prayers, I ask for that. That's all we can do is ask, and doesn't mean we're going to get it, but I always ask for a smooth and quick transition with dignity and I don't know what all I ask for, but those are the big ones, right? Dignity and grace. That's how I ask for again, we can ask, right? It doesn't hurt to ask. So I'm glad at least it was a peaceful transition for your friend. Goodness. Okay, let me see now. Where am I here in the comments? Who is next and who is here? You guys have to hit that like button for me, please, and show your appreciation. No, you don't have to. You don't have to do anything. I'm not your mama, but I sure would be grateful. I sure would be grateful. All right. Who is here? Holly, are you next? Holly, are you still here? Hello, Javon, if I didn't say hello. In Paris, hello, hello. And Isabel, I know I greeted you. Devery, hello. Wrong time, correct. It's just, yeah, I know. Sometimes right thing, wrong time. This shift, amen, amen, Deborah. I'm all about some shift. Yes, yes. I mean, it's not always good, and it's certainly not always pretty, right? But I am so glad to hear that, Deborah. Yes, that's awesome. Yeah, this is a big planetary shift, especially for those of us who have Pluto in our chart. Well, Pluto in general, but it's a 20-something year, 24, 26-year cycle that's shifting, and Pluto's going into Aquarius, going from Capricorn into Aquarius, and I'm not an astrologer, but it's a big deal. And for many of us, like I'm a double Scorpio, so I'm all about Pluto, you know, and it's a big deal for many of us, even if you don't have Pluto active in your chart or your main, you know, it's still a big deal for everybody. Oh, Holly, yes, darling, thank you so much. Yes, super chats, or, hey, you guys, I have a question, a favor to ask. I've got, speaking of tips, YouTube creators, they send us this, you know, these messages from YouTube, whatever, and they're rolling out this new thing called gems. And so I don't know, I can't see it on my screen, but supposedly they say there's some way that you can hit gems, and I don't know if it costs you money, or so if it's there, will somebody click on it and tell me what it tells you, what it says, so I know, because they don't give us that. I don't know what it is, but somehow eventually it will give revenue to the you know, the creator. And I don't know if that means directly from you, or if that means if the creator gets 100 gems, they pay us $5. I don't know what it means yet. But if you see it on your screen, will you let me know, please? I'd be grateful. I've been meaning to ask that. But yeah, super chats, or I don't know if I put it in there. I think on my description box on my main channel page, you can also get my PayPal link too. But that's always, just the thought of that, Holly, is so sweet. Thank you. Okay, where am I here? Holly, hey, yes, you are here. Well, do you have you don't see it yet? Thank you, Polly, and it was, I thought, unless I misunderstood, I thought it was specifically talking about live readings. And so I may be wrong about that. I'll have to go back and read it again, but I don't know. I'll have to go look. I'll have to go pull one of my videos up that's long form, that's not live, and see if it shows up there. But anyway, thank you for looking. But something about gems. Okay, thank you, Polly. Appreciate that. Yes, Holly. Ask your question, honey. Okay, I hope I didn't miss saying hello to everybody. Thank you, guys. I just love that y'all are here with me on a Saturday afternoon. It's still afternoon here. It's a beautiful fall day. I need to go out and get some fresh air. I've been in the house all day, hanging out with my kids this morning. My grown kids that spent the night. Okay, Holly. Well, Holly wants to know, will I be happy if I decide to stay with Jonathan? All right, what deck? Ooh, yes. Heard that loud and clear. Okay. Small lights here. How's it going to go, Tarot? How's it going to go for Holly if Holly decides to stay with Jonathan? What does this look like? Did we read on Jonathan recently? And I read on a Jonathan. Was it for you, Holly? It didn't go well, but I'm trying to put that out. That's probably not you. All right, how will it go for Holly? It was you. Okay. Was it that? Yeah, I can't remember that. And if it was there a third party? Could be. That's not the meaning of that card in the upright, but it just somehow rang Let's see, what's happening? What's going to happen? What's the potential outcome for Holly if she stays with John? It was. Okay, thank you for verifying that. The energy just felt really familiar there with when you said that. And I don't remember all my readings by any stretch. Okay, how will it, potential outcome for Holly if she stays with Jonathan, please? Potential outcome for Holly if she stays with Jonathan, please. You created the third party. Again, utmost respect for you owning that, because it's not an accident. I know, I created mine too. I did. And I've been working hard to put that in my past. But I can tell you, I know where mine came from. My dad. Yeah, my dad. Because that happened in my childhood, and that's what it looked. That's what I thought love looked like. So you grow up with that in your subconscious. Oh, that's what love looks like. Not consciously, but you attract it to you. Okay, keep going here. Taking a time out. Third party, taking a time out. Healing or not healed. See what else here. Show me more, please. What's it? Future, please don't give me an hour-long backstory. Just tell me what is the potential. I know it's only a potential. What is the highest likely potential for Holly if she stays with Jonathan, please? You have to be so specific sometimes when you ask your questions. I don't like this, Holly. This is the Star card in reverse. That means wishes not coming true. That means not able to heal. Four of Wands in reverse. This is the marriage card, the happy home, the happy family. In the reverse, honey, it means that's not happening. It is not happening. And I know that's what you want. You want commitment. You want the happy home, the picket fence. I don't blame you. It's what we all want. You want to get out of this competition, this mess, this hot mess. But what's going on here is there is a lot of fighting, competition, arguing. What else, please? But we're asking future. I'm sorry to say, we're asking future here. It doesn't look good. I will get a couple of more cards, though. Oh, Holly, dang it. I almost cursed. I don't like to curse here on YouTube. Well, much at all. I almost said the D word, but the Sun card in reverse. That is unhappiness for me as a reader, because somebody's just not going to give to you equally. This is a downer reading, Holly. I hate it, darling. I would love to give you anything, but I can't give you except what the cards tell me. Six of Pentacles in reverse is a very unequal give and take. I mean, a lack of equal give and take. Give me one more, please, for Holly. But you know, Holly, we've talked about this, but you can change the outcome. You have control. Remember, we talked about law of attraction and your point of attraction and all that. So, and I know if you've watched my videos, it's all about that. It's law of assumption. Are you assuming that this person is always going to cheat on you? Are you assuming this person is going to always have that third party? Are you assuming that you're not lovable? Are you assuming that you're not worthy of someone who's devoted and loyal to you? Because that's what you're going to get. That's what the universe is going to bring you. You've got to assume the opposite. You've got to assume the things that you want. You've got to really believe that you're lovable. Believe that your person values you and honors you and can't wait to take care of you and only you. Well, amen. Holly, again, I give you so much respect for saying that. Yes, you know, I can take bad news all day long, but just give me the darn truth. Just give it to me straight. I was talking about that earlier, because I'm a double Scorpio, and just tell us the truth. We're not squeamish. Just give it to us straight. I mean, that's just what I've got here. And I think your person's also much more interested in money than romance, I'll be honest, too. That King of Pentacles came out twice. Just going to be a heavy burden. Oh, God, you can't make it up. Ten of Wands, in case you don't know what that is. A heavy burden and a broken heart. That's a good card in the upright, and it is in the upright. But what it's telling me is, but you need to know your self-worth. And no, wait a minute, that's not, excuse me. I'm getting that same kind of message to you about what I was just talking about. It's just tarot backing me up. Be clear about what you want. This is your Nine of Cups, your wishes coming true. Be clear about what you want. And the universe is saying you're not. This is the lack of communication, lack of forward movement, no communication. You're not communicating about how you want your collaboration to look. Just saying. And I'm not saying necessarily to your person, although that's important too, but more communicating in an energy way, like we were talking about law of attraction. Change your point of attraction. If you want this person, you can't be down here in, poor me, I'm the third party, I'm the this, or he's always going to cheat on me. No, you have to be up here and I am worthy of a partner who will give me loyalty and honesty. I am worthy of someone who loves me and only me. I am worthy of my person's undevoted, undeniable, and whatever, undivided attention. So I feel like that's what the universe wants you to communicate to yourself, your subconscious, and put it out there into the ether so they can bring you that. It's all about law of attraction. Y'all get sick of hearing that, aren't you? And you know why I say it so much? So that I can hear it. I'm not too proud to say that. I need it too. Lord knows I need it. I get to wallowing in my self-pity some days too. So we're human. That's all I can say is we're human, and we're doing the best we can. All of us down here on little planet Earth. We're all here for the same reason. We just want to find happiness and have a good life. That's all we want, all of us. Right? Well, Holly, I'm sorry that wasn't a little happier message, but that was pretty, you're right, that was pretty clear. Not pretty clear, it was clear. So I'm sorry, and I wish you the best with that. Not easy when you love somebody who's divided. Excuse me. I wish you the best. Wow, good night, Irene. What a great question that is. Oh, let me see. Let me tune in for you, okay? Good night, Irene. Is your name Irene? That will help me to hone in on your energy, to connect with your energy. Could you tell me that and let me tune in on that for you? Do you have like pizza for dinner? I mean, that would be, I'm joking, but I'm not joking. Good night, Irene. Are you still here? It's a great question. She asked, hi there, I had a strange experience last night. I was awakened by something hitting me in the chest. Do you think it was a spirit or a medical emergency? It is, Irene. Okay, I thought so. And y'all, excuse me. This is what happens after I talk for a while, and I do apologize. And I'm going to give you a strange answer. I think it was both, because I don't think you have anything critical going on, but I think you do you do have some, let me say it this way, stress that is settling in your chest. Make of that what you will. I just feel a lot of stress, and I'm not even looking at tarot cards. I feel a lot of stress. I feel like you're being strong for people around you. You've been really pushing yourself. And so I feel like this might be, like a heads up, it could be some health things starting. I don't think you need to rush to the emergency room or anything like that, but I'm not a medical professional. I'm only a tarot reader. Tarot is for entertainment purposes only. But to your question, so do not make a decision, especially a health decision, based on anything a tarot reader says. But sometimes Spirit, our loved ones, our ancestors, our guides, our angels, can do that, especially when we're sleeping. That's the time when the veil is the thinnest. And this could be them saying, heads up, by the way, you need to take care of this, heads up. So, Anne, tell me, does any of that resonate with you, especially about the stress? I mean, we're all going through stress. That's a very general statement, I realize. But I feel like you were taking care of one or two people that you don't usually have to take care of. And it's really stressing you. And I mean physically, and you're not eating right. I feel that. So tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay, please, in the comments. And if I'm off track, then I am. It's just I'm not right all the time. Any reader that tells you otherwise, I wouldn't listen to them. We're humans. And we pick up on different bands of energy, different stories of energies for people. Just an FYI. So, Anne, are you there? Can you answer that for me, please? Please and thank you. Oh, okay. So you've not, okay, so I'm wrong. Fully admit that when I'm not right. That's why I said, especially with something to do with health. I don't want to, if I'm not right. Okay, I'm tuning in case you're wondering why I'm getting quiet. Okay, Anne. This is not about my ego. This is not, I promise you. I'm willing to admit I'm wrong any day of the week. But you are you may not call it stress, you're internalizing something that you're not handling as well as you think you are. That is causing stress. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Because I do feel like Spirit's giving you a heads up about something to do with health. Now, it can be, it's saying to you, particularly if it's something, if you're, I'm hearing a second message, so bear with me here. Anne, has your dad crossed over? Can you let me know that? It said you have a family issue that came up and made me sad. Yes. And yes, your dad has crossed the... Okay. All right. So let's get back to this. I think it was your dad coming to help to tell you about your heart, because you were feeling sad. Now we're getting to the crux of it. If you hold on to sadness, it can cause, I'm not a medical professional, but it can cause heart issues. I mean, it literally can eventually turn into physical maladies in the body. And so that's kind of what I'm feeling here is, you're not going to have a heart attack tomorrow. That's not what I'm feeling at all. But I feel like there is something that you need to address here. And maybe that's all it is whatever this thing is you're feeling sad about, your dad is here. And he's telling me, or that was your dad, he's saying, don't let it get to you. Don't let it do it. Don't let it in. That's what he said. Don't let it in. That's what he said. Don't let it in. I think your dad might have been a bit of a stoic person, was he? I don't get the feeling that he showed a lot of emotion. I think he was a good person. He just didn't show his emotions outwardly so much. Can you confirm that for me? Yeah, bear with me. There's a delay in YouTube. Yes, he was. Okay, he was silent but direct. Yep, that's exact. Thank you, because that's the energy I'm getting, and I just want to be sure this who I was feeling. Yeah, because that's kind of how he went through life. It's what he's telling you to do. But you're not like that. You're much more emotional. I don't mean outwardly emotional necessarily, but you do feel things. And oh, okay, thank you. You take things more personally than he ever would have. You take things personally. That's the message they're giving me. And so he's saying, don't let that in here. Don't let that. No, it's a choice. It's a choice whether you take something personally or not. Let me take that. I don't need those while I'm talking to you. It's a choice, right? Whether we take things personally or not. People do dumb stuff and crazy stuff and cruel stuff all day long, but we don't have to take that personally. We could just say, well, that person's an idiot, and get on about our day. It is a choice when we do that. So whatever this thing happened that was sad, that caused you sadness, he's encouraging you to try to be a little bit more thick-skinned about it. Let me see if he has anything else he wants to say to you. Your dad is talking about her. He's saying she needs to go her own way, and there's nothing you need to do about it. And I have my own children, and I know how this must hurt, and I've had my own challenges with my children as adults. Never stop loving them for a minute. But we can't fix everything for them. And a lot of times, no, all the time, people need to have their own experiences in life, which means failures and successes, of course. But we can't do that for them. As much as we would in a New York second, we would step in and we would try to save them, and we'd from things outside of them and from themselves, and we would try to save them, but we can't. And let me tell you, hopefully this will help you. I hope it does. It is my belief that, because I've been shown this in visions, of course I believe in, let me go back further. I'm trying to think of the starting point to tell you this story. I believe in reincarnation. And so before we incarnate, we have what I call a proverbial plate of things that our lifetimes have led us to, the things on this proverbial plate that we as a soul still need to learn about, to create, to be about, to do about, to fix, to heal in our next lifetime. And that could just be 2 or 3 big things, right? And so when we're up there on the other side of the veil getting ready to come down here to planet Earth, and this is relative to your daughter, this is why I'm telling you this. We're looking at this, our proverbial plate, like I said, of our to-do list for this next lifetime. And our soul is saying, well, okay, I got these 3 big things here I need to look at. Maybe one of them is drugs, and maybe one of them is abandonment, and maybe one of them is not taking care of my physical body, or eating poorly, or I'm making stuff up. There can be much more extreme things, but I'm just using these for example. And some of it may apply to your daughter. They don't usually give me that random stuff unless some of it applies. So substance abuse, let's say addiction. Let's use that word, addiction. That may be extreme, but let's just say that. And addictions can look all kinds of ways. It can be addiction to bad behavior, relationships, sugar, alcohol, whatever. But let's say, and none of that matters, I'm just giving you a little bit more explanation than you need. But here we are on the other side of the veil looking down saying, boy, I really need to heal these things. My soul needs to incorporate these lessons and to heal from this in this next lifetime. So let me look down here at Earth, and who are the parents that are at the right age that I need, childbearing age. And I'm going to need a certain culture to deal with, to set the stage for me to work on these things. And so you're looking down and you say, well, those parents would give me, let's see, this one. And those parents down there would give me this thing. Oh, but look at these parents. This would give me all of these. I'm going there. I'm going there. So your children choose you. They choose when they're going to be born. They choose their parents. They choose their socioeconomic environment. They choose their race. They choose their geographic location, country, city, where they're born. So all of the guilt that you're feeling about not being able to help your daughter is not your fault. It is her choice. She chose this path before she ever came here to Earth. And you were the vehicle that gave her this beautiful gift of lessons that she needs to learn, that her soul needed to learn in this lifetime. I'm going to cry. Ooh. Whew. So it's a beautiful gift to give your children, even though they don't take the path, they don't make the choices that you would have them make. You were the vehicle for them to come here in this human experience, to heal their wounds, to fill their soul with these lessons. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. So just you doing that is a big enough gift that you need to pat yourself on the back and say, I've done what I can. If you did your best to be a good parent, that's really all you can do. And then they have to go and live life. And life's going to beat them up, or it's going to show them what a good person they are. And there's this karma and things coming back and all of that up and down of life. That's a very long story, but to share with you, I just feel your sadness is like based on, I can't help her. I can't, she's not hearing what I'm saying, or she doesn't want the wisdom I have to give, or she doesn't, whatever, you're feeling a little rejected and all that too. And I just want you to know, I want to help you feel better about this, that it's not your fault. Even in the extreme case, if you weren't the best parent, she knew that before she came in here. She chose you purposefully. And it's just how it works. So I hope some of y'all are getting something out of this, other than, of course, Ann here, who's asked me about this, and I'm going down this rabbit hole with her. But this is a general message for everybody regarding whether you're a parent or a child. It doesn't mean if you're a child you don't have responsibility towards your parents. That's not what I said. And vice versa. Even if you're a good parent, you're never supposed to stop being a parent, but you can't fix things for your child. You can be there to help pick them up. You can be there to guide them, to give them the tools and the resources they need, but you cannot do it for them. They have to make their own decisions. And so all of that, to sum up, is the message that your dad was bringing through, trying to tell you, trying to convey to you through me, is you're doing a good job. You're doing the best you can. Don't impose that sadness. Don't let that sadness in, because it's not yours to bear. I mean, yeah, of course, you're a parent. You're going to feel some of that, of course. I'm not meaning to make you feel bad about that at all. I would. But the message is to try not to take that personally. Try not, back to my original statement to you, and now I understand what it means. Try not to take it personally. Try not to feel like you're a failure, or that you did something wrong, or that you aren't worthy. Okay, that's it. That was a long explanation, a long answer, but let me get over here and see if anybody else has commented, specifically you. All right, let's see what you said. Oh, Sorcha, thank you. That's a very sweet comment. Thank you so much. Have you ever tried? I did dye my hair auburn once because my ex-husband liked redheads, and it didn't stick. My hair wouldn't take the dye very well, so it was wasted effort, sadly. I mean, yeah, I like the color. It just, whatever, I don't know, it's the texture of my hair, what, it just didn't want to stick. I don't know. So let me see. It's not that she needs help. She's doing fine. She's just she's cut contact for years. Not because you hurt her, but because her behavior was unacceptable when she was younger. She took the side of her father during the divorce and realized she was, and when she matured, that he was not a nice person. She's rejecting me because of her guilt. Well, that makes perfect sense, right? So, but my message is still relative. I mean, again, this was her choice. She knew, she saw that before she ever came in and incarnated in this lifetime. She knew that divorce was going to be, imminent, can we say. Nothing's actually written in stone. Well, that's a debate for physics, but she already knew that. And so this is a lesson for her. Yes, there's learning in it for you, but it's a lesson for her. And that's what your dad was coming in to tell you, is you're taking it personally. It's not personal. This was a setup. She made this choice. Now, here's what else he's telling me, though. It doesn't mean forever. Just because it's right now, it's not forever. She could mature and make another decision tomorrow. And if you didn't hear me talk about the law of attraction, go back and replay the video, rewind it, because you can change this. You have the power to change this. You're down here in megahertz 600. My daughter's never going to talk to me again. Maybe I shouldn't have divorced their dad and I'd still have my daughter, or I'm just making this up now. It's not literal, but whatever it was me. And where you want to be is up here, where this is, my daughter loves me. My daughter's back in my life. She sees now the error of her ways, and she sees what a great parent I was, and she sees what a mistake it was, and now she's can't wait to make me a part of her life. And these two will never merge. So you need to get your self-worth up here. You need to raise your vibration to be this point of attraction here, where you will bring this back into your life. So go on YouTube and do some homework and research law of attraction, law of assumption. Abraham Hicks is my recommended person for that, or gosh, there's plenty more, but she's the big one. And see if you can't shift that vibration, because again, they're telling me right now is not forever. That was literally what your dad just said. Right now is not forever. You can choose to believe that, or you can choose a different reality. All right, that's a long message for you, but I hope it was helpful. And I really do. I hope that it was, and I hope you'll do that homework. I hope you'll work on that, because if you If you start shifting, you'll see all kinds of good things coming into your life. She'll just be a byproduct when you understand how all that works. Anyway. Oh, it's my pleasure. I'm so glad I could. And yeah, I saw your comment and it worked out. I am very grateful always to y'all being here. Thank you. Yes, hopefully you will sleep okay. It was without incident tonight. And it was good to hear from your father. He was a man of few words. He was, yes, I could feel, like I said, stoic was the word that came to me. And he was just very calm, kind of didn't let things rattle him. And that's what he's imbuing to you, wanting you to be more like that, or saying it's a choice. Also, Anne, tonight before you go to sleep, I don't know if you live alone or by yourself, whatever, it doesn't matter. Or sit up in your bed or just say it in your head quietly, it doesn't matter. But say thank you to your father for the message, and tell him you got the message and that you will do your, we'll talk to him like he's sitting next to you. Thank you for the message, Dad. And I'd love if you visit me in my dreams another time, and let's talk. So if you invite him and give him permission, maybe he'll come to you and you won't have to feel that, in a painful way. Anyway, that's it. Oh my God, Polly, thank you so much. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you for that super chat. I love that. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. That's so, get me all giddy inside. Thank y'all. Thank you very much, Polly. I'm so grateful. Great reading. Yeah, well, thank you. Yes, helpful for all here. Thank you, Polly. Gosh, you just don't know. Thank you. That's all I needed today, was somebody out there benefiting, and that more than one, more the merrier, right? And it is true. For all of us, talk to your deceased loved ones. This is, I don't talk about that a lot on these live readings, but I am a medium. And so I know a little bit about that. I wish y'all asked me more about that stuff. I love talking about it, just general questions about deceased loved ones and that sort of thing. It's sort of my subject of interest among other metaphysical things. But it's important that we understand, just because they're not here with us physically doesn't mean they're not here with us. They're just on the other side of this veil. It's like if we're in a house and we're in the bedroom and they're in the hall. It's just a different room. They're just on the other side of that wall. We just can't see them. So talk to them like they are on the other side of that wall right there. Hey, Dad, thank you for checking it. Thank you for looking in on me, Daddy. I really appreciated that message. And I'm talking to you, but anybody out there. It's a great way to talk to your deceased loved ones. And the more you do it, the more you'll be able to actually hear their messages back to you. And it doesn't come in that loud sort of handwriting on the wall way. It comes very still and quiet and mellow is how it sometimes just comes in a feeling. Sometimes it could come in a smell. My brother used to send me the smell of his tobacco from his pipe shortly after he crossed. He haven't done it in a while, but he smells and things like that. Say, I'm here, I know you're talking to me. They send us all sorts of things. It's just we're busy about life and we forget to stop and listen and pay attention. So, that's it. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, you guys are really humbling me today, and so much gratitude. Thank you, Anne, for the super chat. Thank you so very much. Wow, that's very generous of you. You guys are, thank you. I get emotional. I just love doing this. Sorry. I love doing this work. In fact, I'll share a little personal. I was having a discussion with my son earlier, last night and this morning. He was visiting, and I was fussing about a lot of bills that came in, and excuse me, sorry, not mean to be a crybaby. And he said, well, Mom, you could just go down there and go to work at Chick-fil-A. There was an 80-year-old guy down there working at Chick-fil-A. And now, I just recently told him that I'm doing YouTube. He doesn't know about, he really kind of goes, when it comes to Mom and what Mom's doing, it's like, la, 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 I don't want to hear it, I don't want to hear it. Mom is a weirdo. She's an alien. I don't, he's not into all this stuff. So, he and I were talking about this. Mom, you just go get a job at Chick-fil-A or something if you need more money, if you need, whatever. And we were talking about it. I said, well, son, I have something I'm doing. I'm doing this YouTube thing. He was trying his best to not roll his eyes, but I knew it was there. And I said, and it's very important to me. This work is, I'm helping people. That matters to me. Even if I'm doing it for free, it matters to me. And so you guys don't know. Sorry. It was just a validation of that message. Thank you. Even if my son doesn't value, because I was having this thought later, just because he doesn't value what I do doesn't mean it's not valuable. And so thank you guys. I know I'm getting silly now. I'm sorry. I just love the universe when it's so tangible and so real. And it's just like, yes, you are. Yes, you're valuable. Look at these people appreciate you. Sorry for being a big old crybaby today, but that just touched me. Thank you. It was just so pointed. The timing was perfect. Off the heels of that conversation with him this morning, like, what are you doing on YouTube? Speaking of children choosing their parents, and why in the world, I don't know what I've given to mine, but it wasn't this weird stuff I do, so they don't want any part of it yet. Even though it's interesting, and I know I'm just running on here, but even though it's interesting because I have the gene. It's called the gene, the psychic gene, and I didn't know I had this. I didn't know this. It's a long, really interesting story back in my family line that maybe I'll tell y'all sometime. But then you have to cultivate it. It's not just, anybody can have it, but if you don't cultivate it, if you're not shown how to use it. And I was blessed to have a teacher that showed me how to use it. And he helped me cultivate my intuition and helped me to learn how to do readings and get comfortable doing readings. And, been doing that a few decades. And so here I am, just coming out here on YouTube and doing it. And you never know. You never know who you're going to touch. You never know who's going to, even if it's a little thing. And this is true in life, you guys. I got to tell you, this is true in life. Don't think for 1 minute that your little smile or your little compliment to some stranger doesn't matter. That might be the only compliment and the only smile that stranger gets for a week, a month. You don't know. So be kind to people. You just don't know what they're going through and what they are dealing with at home. And oh my God, y'all can make me shut. I said an ugly word. Holly, thank you. Thank you. Good night from, good night, Anne, to Ireland, from me to you in Ireland. Thank you for being here again, for asking your question. Holly, thank you so very much. I'm sorry I'm being a blubberpuss tonight. Is that a word? Oh, goodness. I mentioned that I'm a double Scorpio, and all this Pluto energy is in between that. Last week we had like 5 planets and water signs. Then we got a full moon, and then Pluto. I'm just a hot mess here emotionally. I'm just all, my emotions are on the outside right now. So thank y'all for letting me vent and share. And thank you all, every one of you, so very much. You've made this so delightful and so perfect, and such a wonderful affirmation from the universe saying, keep it up, keep it up. That we hear you, we know you're here, we know you're out here doing your thing and you're helping people, and that's all I need. That's all I need. So you guys, thank you so much. I'm trying to read your comments through my tears. You would like to hear that story? Well, I have to blow my nose before I tell it, though. Tuning in from Ireland, too. Oh, my gosh, both of you from Ireland. I just love that. Sharing story. Okay, well, you have to let me blow my nose, because and that's not pretty either. But when I cry, my nose runs like crazy. Don't I even have a Kleenex over here somewhere, don't I? Let me see. Hang on a minute. Ah, I found one. So, all right. I'll pinch my mic there. So excuse me, this won't be pretty. Anytime I cry, my nose runs like a sieve. So the story is, this is about my father's father. And I don't even think my children know this story. So one day I hope to get to tell them. Even with tears, okay. Or Polly, you asked for it. You better hang in here to the end. I wish I could remember more of it, but I was so young. I don't. It's been, eons ago, decades ago. But as best I remember it, my father's father, so my grandfather, they were poor sharecroppers in North Carolina, I think is where they lived, here in the States. And I remember when we would go to family reunions, this is his children, my father's siblings, when there were a lot of them, which you'll hear more about in a minute, there were these whisperers, and they would be talking about my grandfather. And wait a minute, I was just trying to blank on his name. I was looking to see if I had my family Bible over there. Oh, I got it. Okay. And because I never knew him. He died before I was born. And anyway, and there would be these whispers and these myths and these hushed stories, and they would talk about it, and then they would get quiet if somebody came near, like there was something you weren't supposed to talk about in public kind of stories, all right? And this is what I experienced growing up at all the family reunions, or we'd go to one aunt's house for dinner or whatever. And so it was a story that came around every now and then, but again, it was hush-hush. So as I got older, and I have one sibling, an older brother who was 7 years older than I was, and he passed away 3 years ago. Anyway, he's part of my rings. And so he and I used to joke lovingly about this message, but my grandfather, supposedly, this is how it went, supposedly, at the old family homestead in North Carolina, there was a fireplace. And apparently there was a ghost, a spirit, an apparition, or something that would call him and would call him to this spot at this fireplace. And it was said that even if you were in the same room with him, if you called his name, he would not turn around unless he was facing you, because the spirit apparently called him a lot, and he would say, "Johnny, Johnny, Johnny." I mean, it's just like a real good ghost story, right? A movie. Well, and they would call him to the fireplace, and that's where they would have these chats, apparently, him and the spirit. And so, it was a thing, apparently, that if you called his name, unless he was looking at you, he wouldn't turn around because he thought it was the spirit, right? So back to the relevance of this is about the genes. Apparently, many psychics say that there's a genetic thing that they are given that's passed down from generation to generation. That's where I'm going with this. So my grandfather apparently saw and spoke to and communicated with spirits. Now the message that was given to him by this spirit, the one that was passed on, was that there is a treasure, Johnny. Get close, y'all. Get close. This is good. And only the 13th child, only the last heir of the 13th child, can claim the treasure. Okay. So now you're wondering. Yes. My grandfather was the 13th child of 13 children. My father was the 13th child of 13 children. I am the last born of my sibling and I. So he and I used to joke with each other, and we would tease each other. And he would say to me, my brother would say, it's me because I'm the last heir, and the heir means male, so it's me. And I would joke and say, no, last heir means last born, and it's me. And so we always had this kind of fun family little jibe about it, going back and forth. But he and I did have several good talks about it. And, oh, sidebar, this was such a thing in my family that I remember one of my father and my uncle, one of his brothers, actually went on a trip back to North Carolina. This is when we were living in Georgia. Went all the way back to North Carolina. Sorry, my nose is running, dripping in my throat. To try to find the old family homestead, to dig up this buried treasure there that was supposed to be buried in the fireplace at the old family homestead. Okay? I mean, they literally got in the car and drove to North Carolina to try to dig up this treasure. And they couldn't find it because the courthouse records, because they didn't physically know where it was, apparently, I don't know, whatever, they lost track, whatever. And the courthouse had burned down and destroyed all the records, so they couldn't find the old homestead. So my brother and I were talking about this treasure. Well, maybe we should go on a treasure hunt. We should go try to find it because apparently one of us can find this treasure. And we both, again, it was just a loving, sweet conversation. And we both decided, though, that the treasure was not a real physical treasure. That the treasure was enlightenment and spirituality and being able to, like I'm doing with you, talk to the other side and have that awakening, if you will, that was probably the treasure, to have the ability to do the things that relate to talking to the other side, for example. And so that's sort of that's a very long story. Polly, are you still here? Did you stay to the end? This may be the only recorded version of this in the history of this story. So when I die, I hope somebody remember which video this was on. Again, I've never even told my children this story because they would just roll their eyes. But anyway, I think it's a cool story, and I just believe in my heart that that's what it is. And so back to that original statement about genetics and the gene being passed down, about being intuitive, and I really think that's the gift. That was the treasure. So here I am, y'all. Ta-da! Oh, goodness. All right, now I got to see if I missed anything here. Oh, you like that story, Paula? You were here. Bless your heart. You stood the test. You stayed to the end. Yes, I do speak to my brother on the other side. Yes, he's right here. This is him. That's my big brother. He loved to sail back in the day when he was younger. Yep. And I think I showed y'all this last time. At one point, although he's as white, lily white as I am, he was inducted into a Native American tribe, the Osage tribe, and these were his sacred feathers. This is an eagle feather. I don't know if you can see that incredible beadwork on there. Isn't that amazing? And I think we have barred owls here. I think this is another eagle feather, and red hawk, I believe. There's, all of these are symbolic of, different traits and qualities of these animals. Of course, they're all strong predators. They're not just predators, that's not really the word, that wisdom. And how sacred the eagle, of course, is here in this country. And the owl, for me, that was a thing that my brother and I shared also. The barred, B-A-R-R-E-D, barred owl is my spirit animal, and we shared that. So sometimes he communicates to me through that as well. Oh, wow, really? Well, my heritage is Irish English. Irish English. So that could be what, that could be why they came here. I mean, it could be. Well, you just did, Polly. Thank you for thanking him. Thank you. Aren't they gorgeous? I know. They really, really are. I mean, I should show y'all sometimes. when he passed, I had to really, of course, sort through all of his things, and I kept some very treasured things. I actually have his Native American sacred peace pipe. It's what you would know it by peace pipe. I think it's called something else, but it's, an actual real deal pipe. He lived, I can't reach this picture, I'll disconnect my mic, but he lived in a teepee for a few years too with his wife, and he was special, and we were very close, and I miss the heck out of his physical body. He gave great hugs. Anyway, okay, well, I think I have waxed philosophical enough, and thank y'all for listening to my stories. That is so sweet. Polly, thank you for staying, and whoever else is here in the chat for staying and indulging me and letting me share that story with you guys. I think it's a fun one. Yes, and I know that's true, and my older son, did that, and it didn't show us anything new. We knew we were Irish English, but past that, I don't think we learned anything particularly new. It's pretty straightforward with us. I mean, look at me. I'm pretty pale. Oh, Polly, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. It certainly was for me. And again, I get going and I talk all day long, and I talk with my hands a lot, so I know y'all get tired of that. I should sit on them. I just love talking about anything metaphysical and fun and stories and all that stuff, and I get to do readings for you guys, so it was a fun afternoon for me too. But I think I'm going to wrap it up. I'm feeling a little chafed in my throat, and I need to go check. I've got a friend coming by in a little bit, so see when that's happening. But thank you guys for being here, and if I have enough energy and time, maybe tomorrow afternoon, I might come back and do some more readings for you guys. So, okay. Until then, many, many blessings, everybody. I love y'all so much. Thank you again for being here, for all the super chats and all the support and love. Thank you, thank you. It's been a great day. Thank y'all so much. Bye. Until next time. Yes. Take care, y'all. Bye. Love ya.